It's not uncommon now to have several different versions of your resume. Actually, whenever you send it out, you should say to yourself, what is this employer asking for? They're asking for these 9 items. Okay, 5 of those are on my resume, 4 of them are not, although I can do them, so I better put them on my resume for this employer, because if you're sending it to a human resource office, they may have a checklist of all the different things that they're looking for, and if you don't meet all those little checklists for the HR office, you might not get to the next level. If you're sending it as an attachment in an email, they're probably using applicant tracking software that's looking for these keywords as it scans through your resume to decide whether or not a human should even look at your resume. So we want to make sure that a lot of the same language that's in the ad for the job is also on your resume. Some people create what's known as a master resume. I have a master resume that's 6 pages long. Last time I was out looking for work, it was only 4 pages, but this job I've added 2 pages just in the job description for doing this job. That's something an employer will never see, but it's my cheat sheet. And last time I was out looking for work and I had that 4-pager, I said, okay, I've been working in college administration, I'm going to stay in the field, so my most recent experience, I'm going to put on there the older stuff, forget about. That's a nice simple 2-page resume, that was easy. Now, okay, retail management, that's my fallback, just in case. So I did that years ago, let's bring that to the top, put that under related experience, then put additional recent experience down on the 2nd page so I can focus my retail management experience, and now I got one for retail. But now this is a training position, basically. So I had to take, okay, what I do in working on college campus and training, what I do as far as retail and training, combine the two and create one for training, a separate resume altogether. So that's, customization becomes more and more critical. Computer skills are no longer optional. And I've had a number of older gentlemen who've come through in the last couple of weeks who said, I can't even get online to apply for unemployment. And there's a reason why, probably about 80% of applications are online now. And the reason why is employers say, if you can't use a computer, we don't want you. Even Family Dollar, I was talking to the manager of Family Dollar and said, this is a very entry-level position. Why is your application online? Because our inventory system's computerized, our register system's computerized, and people can't use a computer, we don't want them. And there are lots of places out there that give free computer training, and I'm going to go over some of those a little bit later this morning. Passive job searching is no longer an option. Basically, passive job searching is sitting back, hoping that an employer is going to put an ad in the paper advertising for your qualifications, a perfect fit. What are the chances of that happening? Probably about 80% of positions are being filled without ever being advertised anywhere. Well, you only see about 20% that are out there on the internet or in newspapers or the penny state, what have you. Well, where do I find out the other stuff? Well, a lot of the other stuff is networking, just talking to other people, word of mouth. I remember my wife, who was an office manager, was working for a company. They had someone who left in the office. They were debating whether or not to even fill that position. And over the course of the week, 5 people applied. They never advertised it, but someone knew someone who knew someone else said, there's an opening at that company, send me a resume. So they looked at the 5 resumes they got. The first thing she did was she Googled everyone's name. That's one of the first reference checks employers do now. They don't call the references you put down. They Google your name to see what comes up on you. So she did that, and then found some interesting things on some people, some convictions of people's backgrounds too. And she said, oh, these 3 people seem pretty good. Let's bring them in for an interview. They ended up hiring one. That job was never posted anywhere. We got a call once from Allen Bailey Tag and Label. They said, well, we have 3 people today who no-showed, so they're done. We're going to put an ad the Penny Saver this weekend. We'd like to list the job at your office. And I was doing a 3-day workshop at that time, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I called on a Monday, and I had 2 guys in the workshop said, we want to apply. And go over this afternoon. Forget about the workshop. Go over this afternoon and apply for the job. They came back the next day and said there's a line out the door and around the corner of people there who are applying for that job. And by Thursday, that position has been filled. They never posted a job anywhere. Even agencies, I know people hate temp agencies, contract agencies, Deco, Manpower, Kelly's, but many people will go and register with those. I mean, an employer calls up an agency and says, I need 3 people to start tomorrow. Well, we've got all these people are registered, let's give them a call and see if they want to start. Where did that ad appear? Nowhere. Because people put their names in for when jobs are going to open in the future. Networking is very important. Talking to other people, letting them know that they're out there looking for work. And I'll talk more about networking a little bit later. Don't expect to hear back from employers. You would think that an employer would be nice. They sent me a resume or application. They should at least let me know that they got it, right? Or better yet, I went on an interview. They should at least call me up and say that we're not interested in you or we decided to go with someone else. But a lot of employers won't even do that. Well, a couple different reasons. One is you might whine. Well, why did you want me? Why did you hire me? Wasn't I good enough? What did I do wrong? And as an employer, I don't want to deal with that. I really don't. But also, you might have been great. If I interviewed 4 people, all 4 of you were good. One had just a little bit of an edge, and I hired them. And then I turned to you 3, and I didn't hire and say, oh, sorry, we hired someone else. And that person who we hired was actually applying for several different jobs. They took the first one that came along, and someone else came along and said, we're going to offer you $2 more an hour, and they take off. I already told 3 good candidates no. Do I go back and say, well, yeah, we changed our mind, we're kind of desperate now? No, I'll put you in a better spot to negotiate. So employers will let you hang for as long as they possibly can. I've had some employers say, I never tell anyone no, I just let them hang out there. But we like closure. We like to know that, okay, that job is done, not pinning all our hopes and dreams to it. We stop doing a job search because of it. I tell people, give an employer 5 days. If they say, we're going to make a decision by Friday, Friday comes, you'll get the phone call, give them 5 days, and it's okay to call the employer and just say, I was in an interview last week with Mr. Jaeger. He said he was hoping to make a decision by Friday. I was wondering, has that position been filled or has your timeline changed? Because sometimes things change. People go out of town and interviews have to be rescheduled. But this way you have that closure, let them know that job has been filled. Longer job searches, actually it's fallen, it's gotten a lot shorter than that. There was one point in the economy where it was so bad, they had the 99-week club. They had 99 weeks of unemployment for people because they couldn't find work. It's gotten back down to 26 weeks as the maximum for unemployment. But if you look at the average time for everyone to find a job, it's 29 weeks. That's the average time. I mean, you did it for 3 weeks, you did it for 59 weeks, you did it for 16 weeks, we average those together, comes down to 29. But if you look at the mid-range where 50% of the people fall below and 50% of the people fall above, it's 11 weeks. So half the people who are looking for work will find a job within 12 weeks, basically. The other half will find it over 12 weeks. So that's nice. That's a better midpoint than what it used to be. The midpoint used to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 weeks. So that's fallen quite a bit. More contracted employment. That's where the agencies come into play. I know, as I mentioned earlier, some people don't like agencies, but they're a huge reality of the job market nowadays.